your mind is, okay, I made it, I'm here, oh my gosh, something new is happening, what's happening? And it's a beautiful state of mind actually, because you're open. You're tired. I think, Jackie, you summed it up very nicely. It's like, I'm so tired, but I'm full of adrenaline. It's, I don't know what's going on. And, you know, by tomorrow, you will have said it already. You will have slept, you've had breakfast, you know where to sit. I sit always here. And you know, there's always this other guy that I've seen yesterday. I don't know if I like him or not. So this will happen tomorrow. But today, you're tired, excited, and open. So everything is happening now, right? Like, as soon as you arrive here tomorrow, we'll need 3 days to get you back to where you are right now, through forgiveness. And when we take the title, isn't that true? When we take the title, why are you actually drawn to this? I can't imagine, like, most of you don't even know why you're here, including me. We don't know why we're here. Like, you know, someone is going, I'm going too, or I always want to see Keith. Keith is here, so good, it's safe. All right, I heard it's, you know, they have proper food, I come, I've got nothing else to do, or whatever, you know, like, oh, I want to go deeper with Jesus. It's a new thing, I want to explore it. And we have ideas why we are here. And as we progress with one another, as we really explore what joining actually is, and we don't know what it is, because he can only show us in the present moment how it is working, how he wants to direct us, how he wants to open us up, how he wants to come through the cracks and make us open-minded for the truth behind bodies, the truth behind forms, the truth behind judgments and grievances. So, when we can go with that idea, actually I thought I'm here to remember the kingdom, and now I realize I have no clue what that means. I'm here for A Course in Miracles. I don't know what a miracle is. I have a conceptual understanding. It's a change of mind, maybe it's an interpersonal exchange of love, or interpersonal expression of love. But what is it really behind my understanding? I love the humor in A Course in Miracles. Do you discover that humor every now and then? The Holy Spirit shows you what you understand to show you that you don't understand it. All right, that's my kind of teaching. Okay, I'm in. He wants to get me to the edge of my conceptual world, of my conceptual understanding of what Jesus teaches. And from here on he says, and now we're going to take a step further. What you have learned is that you are willing, but you don't know for what. You can't sort it out. In your own understanding it was meaningless. But now we cannot just stay here, we have to make a step. And also, in a way, you're trapped. You know, we teased you with music, we teased you with Keith, sorry, with Ken, was there Ken? Someone there, Ken? We teased you with a nice weekend in the countryside. And now that you see, I don't know what joining really is, but I'm here anyway, I might as well take the leap of faith. And I want to read something so we can listen. Maybe you remember the story. This is from the Bible. Early in the morning, the Jewish leaders took Jesus from Caiaphas to the Roman governor's palace. They didn't go inside themselves because they didn't want to make themselves ceremonially unclean before the Passover meal. So Pilate came outside and asked them, "What charges are you bringing against this man?" They answered, "If he weren't a criminal, we wouldn't have handed him over to you." Right? So they brought Jesus to Pilatus, so Pilatus could actually execute him or whatever. Pilate said, "Take him yourselves and judge him by your own law." And they replied, "We can't do that. We can't sentence anyone to death." Because they thought, he needs to go, he needs to die. The guy he's speaking about true joining. He's speaking about the truth. He's saying he has a kingdom. He needs to die. He's crossing that threshold that you're about to cross as well. And the beautiful thing is now, you're not defensive. You're not defensive. You're open for that to happen. So Pilate went back inside the palace, called for Jesus, and asked him, "Are you the king of the Jews?" Jesus replied, "Is that your own idea, or did others tell you about me?" Pilate said, "Am I a Jew? Your own people and chief priests handed you over to me. What have you done? What's going on? What's wrong with you? Why are you here? Why did they bring you to me?" And Jesus answered, "My kingdom is not of this world. If it were, my followers would fight to stop me from being handed over. But my kingdom is not from here." And so it is. There's nothing to defend in your mind, because your mind is truth. You are the way, you are the life, you are the truth. That was true 2000 years ago, that's still true now. And we are invited to not be so defensive. We are invited not to categorize. Is he the king of Jews? What is he? Do I need to kill him, or is it okay? But there are the other guys, they want to kill him. What's going on? And that's exactly where we find ourselves. So is there any basis for judgment here? With whom do I side? Am I with the Jews? Am I with Pilate? Am I with Jesus? With who am I? How do I need to orchestrate my mind to know what's up? Pilate asked, "So you are a king then?" Jesus said, "You're right. You're right to say I am a king." And wasn't that the lesson yesterday? Myself is ruler of the universe. Myself is ruler of the universe. And I want to try and figure out, who can I kill? This is what life in 3D is. Who's next? Who can I judge? How am I right? Jesus said, "You're right to say, I am a king. The reason I was born and came into the world was to speak the truth. Everyone who is on the side of truth listens to my voice." Can we hear that? I know it's late, sorry, thank you so much for your patience. But can we hear this? Everyone who is on the side of truth listens to my voice. It's not an empty land to go beyond the judgment. It's not an empty land, a barren land to go beyond the concept. There's a voice speaking. That's why you are here. That's why I am here. It's a very practical, very direct, very personal instruction. Come to Derbyshire, sit on the chair, listen to my voice. This is the proof we're listening. What do you want to tell us? Pilatus said to him, "What is the truth?" So, and then the storyline makes a jump. Because the next thing we know from the Bible is, after saying this, Pilatus went back outside to the Jewish leaders. Do you get that? He asked, what is the truth? Jesus showed him. Therefore he said, I don't find any basis for a charge against him. I don't know why to sentence this guy to death. I can't find it in my concepts anymore. All I see in the present joining with you is that I remember who I am. Do you remember who you are? No matter if you're tired, how far you came, no matter how strong the ego still is, no matter what, our problems are with which we came. Truth is true, nothing else is true, and you are it as the whole self, as the whole of creation. Hubert just mentioned it. It's so simple. It's so simple. Can I get a hand with this? Thank you. There is a hand. It just needs one. One brother. Thank you for your hand, brother. So it's too abstract for me. I need something. Give me an example. Give me an example of truth. Do you know an example of truth? The guy next to you. Have a look. That's an example of truth. Yeah, be friendly. Be friendly with your reflection of truth. Hello, I didn't know you were the truth. It's good to remember, though. Thank you for showing up. We remember each other. That's why it's so strange. I think, was it today, was it yesterday? I can't remember. There were two. How many of you have met before on Zoom? How many of you know each other only from Zoom? Are there a few guys you've met for the first time in 3D? Right, we for sure. So all of a sudden you show up. And it feels strange because you're supposed to be smaller. Why are you so tall? On my screen you're like that. But actually it's not about the size. It's a surprise moment where I can't find you in my concepts anymore. What happens if I don't find you in my concepts? I have to remember who you truly are. This is strange. I kind of feel like I'm meeting the Christ. Ah, no, that's George. Ah, yeah, right, that's George, right. I've got a concept. Thank you. I'm saved. And now again, he's a body, he has a story. Thank God I'm saved from truth. I'm back into my concepts. But if you truly say, hey, I'm open now. Hey Simon, good to see you. I'm open now. My mind has trouble catching up with what's happening. My mind is transparent to how he wants to communicate, how this voice wants to speak to me. And I know he really means me. It's not a general teaching. A Course in Miracles is not a teaching for everyone. It's a teaching for me. And there's a part in the Course where he says, the Holy Spirit is not talking to anyone else. He's talking to you. all the day, right now. He's trying to reach us through everything. He's even giving us a phone call if we're falling asleep. Oh my God. Oh, I've got a phone call. Is it you, Jesus? Who is it? Who is it? Who called you?
It's the meditation alarm.
The meditation alarm. Yeah, of course the voice would speak through that. Of course I would come to the recognition, hey, he's always been trying to reach me through everyone. You know, we're just giving each other a hand while it feels so irritating that all of a sudden something else is going on. I've been transported into another way of experiencing myself. You know, there's kind of a nauseous effect when you all of a sudden you're not traveling from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock and to 10 o'clock, but you're traveling more and more into this moment. It's a bit irritating sometimes. Like, where's my 9 o'clock? It's not coming. Where's my, the promise of later that is so attractive? It's not there anymore. I can't find the attraction of later anymore. I'm here. Oh my God. Now what? And now what? Now I have to join you, or what? How can I defend myself against you if I don't have time? Can I have just a small dose, please? Just a small dose of now, just a small dose of joining. Something that's like containable, controllable, in the right mix, for example? Or do I have to join you totally if I want to be totally present? You know, help is there. Jesus is present. I'm with you always. And he's always offering a form of communication that's perfectly suitable to my mind at this point, perfectly suitable to your mind as you are in your progress of awakening, in your willingness to hear his voice, to remember truth, to drop the defenses, to ease into the holy instant. Slowly, slowly. Okay, do you have a certain way of relaxing yourself into the present moment? Feel free to relax yourself. You won't escape this moment anymore. I'm sorry. This is it now. It's the only instant we have. We're leaving the timeline. Thank you. Yay. Okay, and it's so beautiful. You know, whatever you think is stopping you. Maybe you never heard of A Course in Miracles before, just stumbled in, someone pushed you in and locked the door. And all of a sudden you're sitting here, you hear all these strange words and people from wherever that I don't know. But there's something that you hear anyway. Welcome. He will always offer you something that says, there's no order of difficulty in miracles. No matter what you believe your problem is. I don't understand it, I'm too young, I'm too old. I need to lose 10 pounds first and get my hair done, or I need to work through my grievances or my childhood first. So I can keep salvation away, that's still my childhood. But here's the thing. If you decide that this is not going to stop you, because it's just a thought that you are not perfect, that I am not perfect. How does Jesus know me? How does truth know you? How does truth know itself? Does truth see an unreleased childhood? Or is truth attracted to itself? So there's our answer. There is the communication. There is the joyful acceptance. You are not only welcome, you are holy. You are confirmed. You are well. Well. Yourself is ruler of the universe. Isn't that amazing? I'm not a body. You are not a body. It only works because we are not a body. Jesus says you will learn to love this thought, I am not a body, because it enhances everything else that you think that's geared and directed towards truth. Isn't that nice that we just can be here and remember ourselves? I can be present as myself. And that's such an unusual thing for the awakening mind that we do need a hand. We need a reminder. It's a remembering. I'm so relying on what you truly are, just as God is relying on what you truly are. Without you, heaven would be incomplete, and it wouldn't be heaven. You're not obsolete. You're it. I'm it. So what now? What use do I have of my mind now? Thank you so much. Now that I'm ceasing to judge, now that I'm ceasing to justify my grievance, I'm gonna die soon, but before I'm gonna have a coffee. I'm gonna prove to everyone that I've got a good life. On the way to death. So this kind of story we start to drop. What do I do with my mind now? It wasn't created to be a judgment machine or an image-making machine. It was created to create. It was created to extend the kingdom as itself. What an assignment. And since it's a bit too harsh to throw a sleeping mind into revelation, we have like a little, in-between step. And Jesus calls it Christ vision. I can join you now. I can use my mind to join with you and to extend the beauty, the feeling of being safe, the feeling of feeling His peace. Giving and receiving are one. And because it doesn't take time, we can remember in every moment. I think you're amazing that you're actually sitting here and listening to this at this time of the day. You're open for an instruction that the mind cannot comprehend, but can accept. I give up. I give up resisting Christ vision. I just want to love you. I just want to love you. I don't know what love is, but the resistance is hell. Can I just love you? Jesus, show me how this works. Can I just wildly fall in love with you? Uncontrollably? Or is it dangerous? No. Maybe some control. Can I keep some control over this? God knows what's going to happen otherwise if I just wildly fall in love with you. Jesus says if you think without your judgment everything will be chaos. But I assure you, without your judgment everything will be love. And look where we are, like really reflect in your mind. How did I get here? How is it possible that I can hear this? How is it possible that I didn't leave the room after the first sentence? Why is that making sense to me? Because it's the truth. It's still true. It's always true. Jesus just came for another round on knocking on our shells. Okay, anyone in there? Anyone ready to come out? Are we there yet? And you said, yes, I'm ready. The whole teaching has been true all the time. The stars will vanish, my word will stay, because it's the truth. Jesus. It blows me right out. So it is rightfully a journey without distance. You are the thing you've been looking for. You are the thing the world is looking for. I have arrived. The light has come. We're here with mighty companions who in time have made the same decision. How am I for time? Am I good? Where am I with time? All right, we're good. I would like to invite you to a little thing. We sometimes play music at festivals, and just to help the mind to loosen up And there's a lot of energy, light energy, that is being freed through your forgiveness, through your remembering, through your joining. And you just want to extend it. You just want the energy to, oh, please release it more. And the music we play is meant to help you with that. We call it light session. There's not much to say about light session really, because no one knows what it is, how it works, but it works through joining. And feel free to experiment with it a bit. We're going to play a little bit of music now, and just stay with your willingness to truly join, and to see how you're directed in that joining. If you feel like, no, it's not for me, I just rather stay quiet, please be invited to do so, but give it a chance. You might be surprised. Everything is for me, everything is for you to remember. Thank you so much.